Good morning and hello my owlets. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm coming to you with a change of heart. I have decided, we just created that journal, which I know I put somewhere. My room is a hot mess right now. But I created that journal with the sparkles and the old vintage postcard, and just when I'm about to start, this is for my personal journal, just when I'm about to start it, I had a change of heart. So I don't know what it is about the summertime, but it makes me feel quite like whimsical and carefree and like a kid again. And so I decided to go with this Raggedy Ann journal that I had made a while back. And so I think I might have made it on video. And I'm going to show you the difference between, because I made one this weekend as well. I'm going to be working in creating an art journal, and I'll go into more details on that in just a moment. But yeah, so I made this a while back, and as you can see, the pages stick out, which I could easily cut them, but by the time this is puffed up, you're not going to be able to tell that the pages are stuck out, for one. And for the other is, the reason they are is because I didn't add an additional piece of spine in here. I don't know if you can see, this is basically, I keep the original, I try to keep the original backing, like, let me see if I can show you guys. So here's one that is the spine, and when I break it, excuse me, when I break it off, this expands, and so that's typically what I would use for, I would just make this into my spine. But what I learned is if you add like an additional, you put a little bit of cardboard in there. That's what I did. I actually used a piece of material, a piece of cardboard from a Cheez-Ix cracker box type deal, and that and I did not. And this has, I didn't keep the original artwork in here because this is the art journal that I made, because I put all art journal paper in there. But I basically, and I made 2 signatures. I expanded it a little bit more to where this one, I just, as you can see, it's a lot smaller. So, yeah, so that's kind of the trick. But like I said, I'm not worried about my pages sticking out. I know at this time it looks weird, and it's kind of like, oh, it's like, what is this paper sticking out? But believe me, by the time I fluff this thing up, and I can always trim these, but I notice that if I trim, I take off some of the cute artwork that's in here. So that's the other thing. Oh, look at Raggedy Ann, it's so cute. So anyway, so that's my change of heart. I am going to be working in this journal for my not my everyday journal, but just like my personal journal that I sit and write in. So I thought what we would do is we would doll it up, because I've already been playing in it, as you can see, and I can tell the camera is a little bit off. Let me see if I can move it down just a tad bit. There we go. And so yeah, so we're gonna be playing in it, and I have started writing some in it, and I put in, let's see here. Oh yeah, did put in this calendar from Courtney Diaz, and so yeah, I want to add this picture, and I always like to put a picture of myself in the journal, just because it's kind of like, to me, it's showing, hey, this is my journal. I know it's my journal, but I keep thinking down the line, what, maybe the next 30 years, or my kids get it or something, or whatever the case is, they'll be like, oh, this is what I look like at the time. So, okay, let's go ahead and start playing. But a little bit of show and tell beforehand. I did buy me some more of my loopy-loop, some of this loopy-loop ribbon. My friend Nancy Joe got me hooked on this. Look how fun this is. You will be getting some of this in if you ordered the Anne of Green Gables Katie's World kit, which I've been working. They are shipping my last shipment today, unless you order some. I have like 3 left in the shop. But everything is going to be shipped today. I'm so excited. But anyway, so this is part of the, I love this little fun little loop-de-loop. And my Hobby Lobby had these colors, and then they had like white and like yellow or something like that. But they also have, but I know you can order them online, the solid colors. So, but I'm going to be adding some very much color into my life this this journal. So Let's take a sip of coffee, shall we? Oh, and let me point out, isn't this cute, this little mug rug? This is from Deidre. She's one of the ladies that attended the Nancy Joe retreat, and her mom made these, and they made me the most fabulous bag. I'll have to show you guys on Instagram. It's so cute. I've been carrying it around everywhere, and so I've been meaning to do a shout out. But isn't this adorable? It's a little mug rug. And what would Nancy do? I love that. So, but let's take a sip, shall we? Okay, so I showed you ribbon. I have another basket full of ribbon that I thought we could play with. And this is what I wanted to show you guys. So never underestimate the poster board section in Hobby Lobby, because they had all these cute die cuts, and they're large, which I kind of like adding larger die cuts to my journals. And look how cute they are. And they have several of each, so you could put them in Happy Mail if you wanted to. Look at this one. This is adorable. He's got his little pen. You've got your mushrooms with your books and your snail. He's reading with the snail. Oh my gosh, so cute. Another mushroom. And then a paintbrush. I mean, this one itself is like right up my alley. Everything. I'm going to take this one out and we're going to put it in our journal. So yeah, so these are really cute. And then they had bee ones, which you can see the cutouts up there. And then these are cute. I thought these were totally retro, kind of like 80s with the rainbows, and you make today amazing, and roller skates and flowers and happy faces and stuff like that. So yeah, these are so much fun. Like I said, $1.99, you guys. That is inexpensive, especially when you go to the other section. Of course, Hobby Lobby has pretty good die cuts as far. I'm gonna just put these down here real quick. As far as they have pretty good die cuts where they come like quite a bit in a package. So anyway, I just love the size of them. They're a little bit different than you know, normal smaller die cuts. So okay, and then I'm gonna do my book page. Belongs to, this is Johanna, her shop. I will leave the link below to her shop on Etsy. These are printables, and so crazy enough, I think I'm going to do a rooster just because since we now have a rooster that moved in. Believe me, we didn't buy him. I don't know if I've even mentioned the story on here, but we have chickens, and our neighbor has chickens as well, and I know she hatches out the chickens, and so she had a bunch of roosters, I think. Anyway, I don't know. Long story short, there was a rooster that would run back there every day when I opened up the door, and like basically one night I went in there and he had decided he's moving in. So now we have a rooster. So he moved in, but one thing good about him, he keeps a lot of the other stuff out of the yard, so meaning other chickens. So anyway, that's a funny story. This glue gun is leaking. A minute ago I just stuck my finger in it and it was like, oh my goodness, that's painful. Okay, so I just took out a couple of these things. I love this. This is some vintage ribbon that I got from Warrington Trade Days out this direction. I got this Americana at a thrift store, and I thought it would be great since we're going to be approaching the 4th of July here in the States. So I thought that would be fun to add. I figured of course I need my pom-poms, which I don't know if these will be long enough. Oh yeah. So I'm going to add some of that to the fluff of my journal. And then, let's see, this is really pretty. So I may do that. Let's see here. I got these on Amazon. Let's do a red, since Raggedy Ann. Okay. So let's see what we got going on here. I'm going to cut out a piece of this since we're going to be doing this, and get that off of here, off the desk space. So I have, oops, so I have some space to work with. Okay, so we have, where'd my little rooster cutout go? Oh, there it is. Okay. So like I said, I already kind of put this book together. I'll see if I did this online. I don't know if I did a video on this or not. But if I did, I'll look for it and see if I can post it with this at the bottom. If not, I know I had some questions about how I bind my book, and I'll try to find those videos as well. Because I pretty much use the same concept when I bind. I'm pretty sure I have one on doing a little golden book, but I'll take a look and see if I can find that. Oh, where is my? Let me get my thing here. I tell you what, you guys, this thing has saved me. The sticker, I don't know what you would call it. This little thing here, is it a sticker puller or, but with nails it's so hard because you need to get up underneath there, but these are so, I used to think, oh, that looks so neat when people use those for their stickers. Well, now I understand, because they work great for getting stickers and tape off, you know, and it's like, so I'll put this photo up here. I was showing off my little crochet collar that I got. It's weird how you look for something and then all of a sudden it shows up in your life, you know, and you're like, oh, I wanted that, and now it showed up. So I love the Peter Pan collars. I'm just going to add a little bit of color on these edges so it doesn't look so white. But I love Peter Pan collars, and I've been looking at crocheted ones, and I happened to go to, while I was in Warrington, I happened to walk by this one, and actually I bought several little things from her, but she had this Peter Pan crocheted collar, and I was like, oh my goodness, that was on one of my lists to find. And I'm thinking, I want to stamp my name. Let's see what I got. I got a couple stamp sets up here. Let's see what I have. Oops. And this is double-sided tape from, I don't know if I want to make it, or catty corner. I think up and down would probably be best. Let's see. Let's see what this stamp set is. Oh, this is days of the week. This is months of the year. So, oh, you know what? Move some of my objects off of here. Whoops, off of here. I have my stamp box. I didn't even realize it was up here. Ta-da! Oh, look, I even got my chickens in here. So, I'm going to move that out. I'll use the same red rhubarb, is that what it's called? And then I'll just do this. Let me see if I can have a... I need to put this out where I can play with it more, because I love using letter stamps. This box is not, I try to like find a box that I could use, it needs to be color painted, but I try to use a box that could fit them all in there without, you know, getting a big mess. I'm gonna take, so that's why I probably keep it up there so it doesn't so it doesn't fall and like go everywhere. Perfect fit. Ta-da! All right. Okay, so I have that done. Is there anything else that I may need in this box? See, I need to like do some painting or something on it. I'm just gonna stick it down here for a second and I'll put it back. Okay, so I have that done. And then, and again, you know, what I probably will do is kind of come in here and add some stickers and stuff. And I think I'm gonna do a little, put this guy in the beginning here. And I really did not make this book thick when I made it, so I may go through it fairly quickly because but I can always add like tip-ins and so cute. But see, I already kind of like did my little secret envelope here. I just cut the envelope and did that. So yeah, so it's very much so in the beginning stages, but yeah, so I can always add like extra spaces to write, you know, and stuff. So let's see here. I was gonna see if I added this on the very last page, how that would look. Okay, I was just gonna see if I could see it past the pages, and can definitely do that. So we're gonna add some hot glue. So yeah, so I think you can crochet, like, you don't even have to have a needle with this kind of. I'm not sure, to be honest. Ow, hot. To be honest with you. Isn't that funny? I'm like, oh, hot. Of course it's hot. But your mind just automatically, it's like, oh, that's hot. Okay. So cute and fluffy. And then we're going to add this trim. I love this trim. Actually, I think I'll add it. See what I mean? If I was to cut, I would cut little Raggedy Ann off. I think I'm going to add it on this page here. She looks like she's going, oh, that's hot. You put that on my hand. Let me get out my scissors since this is kind of, whoops. You can always use fabric glue if you don't want to use a hot glue gun. Now, one of the things that I had, now it's starting to look more like my journal, right? One of the things that I made, and it was actually in the books kit, which I don't know what year I did that in, but I put this on top. I made a little friendship charm, and I want to add it to this little book here, and I'll show you guys in just a second. So I'm just going to layer this up on this front page. And again, adding this little fluff on the end here like that, it adds, it's already making the pages, you know, more like it's the book, part of the book sticking out. I think that looks really, really cute. Okay, so here's the charm. And I actually added two. So the first charm was not this little bubbles. That was a part of another kit. But don't mind the glue all over my fingers. But it's basically, remember these friendship bead pins you used to make back? You'd get the safety pin and then you would put beads on it. And you would exchange them, put them on your shoes, make the long thing. Gosh, I remember. It's like really vividly. Anyway, this one had a little book charm and a little tassel, and then I added this little additional charm on here, which is a charm of bubbles, which is so cute. I love bubbles. And like I said, this time of the year I get very sentimental, like as far as like kind of remembering my childhood and the summers. And I know we were talking about working, because my daughter is actually going to be working this summer, and you know, I can't remember. I used to babysit, so I would work in the summers. And I was thinking about that the other day about, wow, I have been working so much my whole life. You know? Like, I don't ever remember, like, not really working. I do. I'm sorry, take that back, I do remember working, but it's been, as a kid, it's been a long, long time where, you know, we sat around and watched soap operas, believe it or not. So I'm just tucking this ribbon in here and make it into like a little, I'm going to make it kind of on the side of my book here, a little charm. I used to watch a soap opera. It was one of the last ones that came on for the day. I remember my grandma was like, oh, she watches her stories, you know. I think I'm going to put it right down. It's kind of heavy, so maybe I should pick up different. Oh, I know what I'll do. Okay, so we're going to put that aside for just a second, and we're going to add, let's find a page here. I'm trying to find something that maybe not has as much artwork. This one. Well, let's see. Okay, so I'm going to add a little bit more to make these pages a little bit more stable. I'm going to add this ribbon on here. And one of the reasons I'm adding the ribbon onto the actual book pages is because if the white ones I could still go in and add, you know, on here, but since it is so far, especially with that charm, it would be like right here. And also, I don't know yet what I'm going to put on here. This is because these will be the pages that I typically write on versus these, unless I put like you know, I love using where's some of mine? I think they're right here. Like, I love using these index cards. I can put the index cards right here and write a story. But most of the time, you know, I need those white pages to add the photo, not necessarily even necessarily the photos, but to do a lot of the writing. Okay, so right here we're going to pop this on here like this. And I could staple, or I could just hot glue. So I think right now I'm just going to hot glue because I don't have my stapler handy. Everything's still kind of packed. I had a super duper fun weekend and crafting all weekend and journaling. I got caught up in my journals. I'm going to have some flip throughs coming to you guys very, very soon. I'm so excited because now I feel like I can definitely put them on the shelf as complete because the writing has been done, you know? Okay, so, and that is that, like that. And now I have a cute little charm on the side. And I can always come in if I wanted to secure it with staples. I definitely could do that. Alright, you guys. Oh, let me turn this off. Isn't that fun? Endless possibilities. Add all the things. Lots and lots of ribbons. Is there anything else that I need to add to get... I love just... That's one of the things that I love to do with journaling is like you can just start, like, even if you don't have time to really write, you can like come in here and decorate, because that's what I do a lot of times is I just come in here and just kind of play and it's like it gets that excitement of making it your own. So yeah. Alright, well that is it. I wanted to show you guys that I am going to be using this one. This is again for my personal journal. I'm going to be starting an art journal soon. Oh, the reason I'm going to be doing the art journal, well, I've been wanting to really incorporate art into my daily journaling. You know, a lot of times I just do art for the kits, you know, and I miss it. It's like, you know, my passion. And so, or journal, all of it's my passion, but I love to create with art a lot. And so I'm going to be taking a Mindy Lace-filled weekend. Ooh, so excited. And so yeah, so I'm going to be... So I wanted to kind of get out a journal that I can start doodling in and painting in. And I've been wanting to do that. Oh, I have tape on there. I was like, why is this acting so crazy? I've been wanting to do it anyway. I wanted to start adding art in my regular journals, but sometimes it's like I just glue a lot, you know, glue and write and stuff like that. So anyway, I'm going to start incorporating it in. I'm going to have my spot cleared off here. I'll start adding some of my paints instead of them being on the cart. I want them to be at my fingertips, so it's not an ordeal to like, let me go to the cart, let me pick out, not that it is an ordeal, you know, but yeah, so cute stuff everywhere. Let's put a butterfly on here. I know I have some. We need a butterfly. So anyway, I could do this all day long, you guys, which was fun because that weekend I did this all day long. I loved it. So yeah. Alright, you guys, y'all have a super sparkly rest of the day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.